Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the week ahead in RTS, the week starting the 11th of January 2021, looking at all the tournaments, events and anything you have to prepare for and keep your eye out for the rest of the week. First things first, before we move on to anything else, you want to go to your Walker's Eve Grey Market and make sure you have claimed everything you want. The next roadmap that's going to be popping up will be the last one of the event. So this is going to be your last chance to farm the champagne bottles. As you can see, I have got enough champagne bottles to get all the pulls for the first stash. Everything past here is a pure bonus. So I'm going to be obviously starting with the bennies, coming back to the stash most likely, going to the Burts and going to the armory tokens. Will I get that many pulls? We'll see how much I'm willing to farm. But it's definitely worth completing the first stash at least once. Now, if we look at the calendar the week ahead, it is a little bit light, but that is because we have, of course, got things underway. Battle Pass is still going. There is going to be a new set of missions drop on the Monday. I will be streaming on the Monday when that starts. Also, Alliance will start that Monday as well, with the last set of missions possible for Scopely to change their minds on the extremely overpriced item in the grey market. Most likely part of Alliance will have war missions, as we do have cross-region war at the end of the week. So they have probably until Thursday to change out the pricing of the avatar as the reward. I am of course talking about the Zombody avatar on the left-hand side, where it costs 25 Alliance tokens, which is 5 weeks worth of accumulated tokens. Most people have 20 right now. Next week's is going to be bringing people up to 25, but like I said, it will most likely be the end of the week when people get that 25th token, because it's, gated by probably doing war attacks or winning wars or something along those lines. A lot of people are PMing me about this avatar. Is it important? It isn't, and that's the most annoying thing about this. It is just an avatar. All that you'll get is that badge in the left hand side on your profile. That is it. The character doesn't do anything special. It's just an avatar, like the pancake avatar, like the Halloween avatar, but they're pricing it, like I said before, as if it's going to be as much as over 10,000 Priya tokens. That's basically asking you to trade in 10,000 Priya tokens for an avatar. It's ridiculous. We all know this. Scopely still have a chance to fix this obvious issue. And honestly, just get a nod from most people, I would think, just saying, yeah, thanks, well done. But we'll see what happens. For me, I'm just still kind of lost for words because it's just ridiculous. So I don't even know why it's not been changed yet. Now, when we go on to the actual events that are going on, the Cure reaches week 2. There are only 2 weeks left. This event is extremely short. By this point, you could have got enough cards to claim 2 of the 5-star ascendable ambers, as we have had 4 events drop that have had the syringes as part of the milestone rewards. The first roadmap also gives you 40 of the vaccines, and that is going to be running out very soon, so make sure you complete the entirety of the first roadmap. And again, the 40 vaccines were enough to get those 2 5-star ambers, like you can see on the screen. I like the fact that I can claim these really quickly, just because I can use them to level up for the syringes to get more of her cards. It's kind of like, it feels good. It feels like the Willy event, where if you remember when we claimed Willy, if we leveled him up during the event, we actually got the items as part of the event back to claim more stuff, including Willy himself. And I think it worked out, you could almost get the 2 5-stars for free if you maxed them out to 6-star and got them both to like level 44 or something. I think that was extremely well done. This is not as good, but it's still good. And I think doing that is obviously a big bonus, where you can get the 5-stars earlier and they actually count towards what you're working towards to a certain extent. Now, we have got a brand new event starting on the Monday, which is called Special Delivery. I have made a video about this already, but there is a faction-based arena mission event where you have to hit in arenas as a faction, and you get some energy, which I believe is pizza boxes, where you spend them on the roadmap, get the pizza slices, and you've got a chance of actually getting a straight S-Class from RNG bags. And there are some good characters in there, including S-Class March. So obviously, good luck for you. If you want to find out more information about that event, do click the link in the top right hand corner. And that is it for the events. There'll no doubt honestly be another event announced this week, most likely on, I would say, probably the Thursday to start on the Friday. This is how it seems to go, but it isn't on the calendar just yet, so be prepared for a potentially another event starting on the Friday. Now, we did have the trainer pass announced late last week, but there were issues around this where basically it was not counting the XP that people got from faction events. Now, it has been delayed by a few days and it will be dropping, I believe, on Monday. And I think there's going to be a new post coming out with more information about how the sort of revamped trainer pass is going to work. So once that actually drops, do make sure you look out for it, because it is going to, give you extra information. But from my understanding, when the trainer pass drops, it still will not count faction level up points, and it will be a purely solo level up trainer pass. So just be aware of that. It's all about points scored in solo level ups. And talking of solo level ups, we do have two instantly at the beginning of the week as usual. We've got a solo, and then a faction level up. You can see the syringes on the image, obviously. They're going to give the amount of syringes, I believe, 210 per tournament. You have to hit 3 million to hit 210, but you can get, by the looks of things, the 840 next week that you got this week, just from the two solo level ups, faction level up, and on top of that there is an SR. If cross-region war has more on top, that is a massive bonus, but there's no expectation there. Just keep your fingers crossed. We do actually have another faction raid tournament as well, and that did have obviously syringes in the milestones. Now, the drop rate of the spores was massive, and I know a lot of people have completed the spore pulls already. If we go to my black market, you can see I've completely got all of the biohazard tokens from the first raid tournament. Now, I do hear a lot of people asking, are they going to add anything else to claim with those biohazard spores? And there are elite item tokens. I don't know if they were there before this event was started. This could have been something that was added. So you can get pulls basically on the elite item wheel with this, and that's actually pretty good. As you can see, I've got 700 or so, and I can just claim, what's that, 30,000 elite item tokens. So that's actually pretty cool, but I am already down to 35, and there's most likely going to be 2 more raid tournaments during this. So whether they add anything else or not is maybe not that big a deal, just because we did get a lot out of this. I would prefer it to have a better drop rate, and I think from the sounds of it, a lot of people are extremely happy with the biohazard token drop rate. The only thing they're not happy about is the stash itself. And it's not because of the items, it's definitely because of the pulling one at a time rather than hitting it with a straight 40. I'm going to have to go through this animation that you're seeing right here another 198 times. You can't skip it. It can't skip lots of parts of it, and then we can go again. It's crazy. It's crazy. I did pass on that this is a massive issue within my community. I'm seeing a lot of messages on my live streams, people making comments on my videos, in my Discord, and I would definitely be getting PMs if I hadn't got PMs turned off right now. Just, I need a break, and I would be definitely getting PMs about this. I know it. So yeah, hopefully this is something that's going to be added to future stashes like we have got on the war stash. I believe, as you can see, I only have 10 more pulls to complete the war stash, and if I had 10 tokens I could just pull 10. It's such a big deal. It's such a big deal. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Now, after the faction raid tournament, there is going to be the solo survival road like we talked about already. It does drop those syringes in the rewards as well, in the completion rewards. If you do bronze, you're going to get some syringes, silver, so on and so forth. Now, on the Friday, we are going to have the mod removal event for 24 hours, generally just before cross-region war, so you can remod your teams. If you do want some ideas on how to remod your teams, I did do a remod stream last week, and after testing that out in the Blitz War, I'm pretty happy. I did make a few changes, so you can probably, check out my live stream of Blitz itself to just see the changes in terms of the tac team I was using, and it's working pretty well. I scored pretty quickly, and I can't be too disappointed with the mods that I'm using there. So that leads on to cross-region war itself at the end of the week, as we do have the first cross-region war of the year. Now, they haven't said there's going to be anything too special happening with cross-region war. It's just going to be a cross-region war here. There's no build-up to this. There's not any rejig of towers. Last year we did have, I believe, total war at the beginning of the year. It doesn't look like we're going to have anything like that at this point, but you never know. Total war was actually pretty good. I wasn't really enjoying war a year ago, but total war gave me something to work towards, and I did like the fact that you've got an avatar and stuff on the side. I think there should be at least one total war event every year that lasts 2 or 3 months, and it's wars over that period. period. So that's the tournaments for the week, and the cards that are going to be available in those tournaments are the same cards that are available this week, where we have Axel, Nor, Marcus, and Beta in the higher rewards, and we also have Lou, Javi, Job, and Morgan in the lower tier reward. I believe this is going to be the last week of these cards, and they will be refreshed next week. But I don't think that's been like 100% confirmed. I think that was just their original idea. They may keep this for another week. They may not. We'll have to wait and see. There are some really great cards in here, so it isn't that big a deal if it does stay again. I know a lot of people want Lou, for instance. Some people want Job, Beta. People are working towards the Battle Pass, and that's really handy that he's in here as well. And I do know a lot of people who are going for Axel because of his leader skills. So there's definitely some options in here, but I would not say no to a shake-up. And maybe someone like an S-Class Magna or something like that. That's the sort of character I've got my eyes set on. But that, guys, is pretty much it for the week ahead in RTS, except the fact that obviously Jeremiah is on the wheel. Holiday Recruits was extended for Jeremiah. If you didn't already realize, that does mean that his odds are increased. Whether they're going to continue this again, it didn't seem like they were going to continue Holiday Recruits again. We'll have to wait and see. But honestly, I think this has been great. I don't see anyone really talking negatively about Holiday Recruits odds improvement, and I think we definitely need a sort of revamp on the normal odds. Hopefully they take these odds onto just a normal wheel. We'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. I do like the fact that they can shake up the secondary characters from time to time. All round, it kind of makes the promo wheel a little bit more exciting than just a new promo coming every week. There's other things on top. So that's my ideas. Do give me your thoughts on anything I've talked about in my video today. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.